Let's go. Oh, brother, oh, I thought I killed you. All right, guys, we are live. We are live once again, guys. We're back at it again with more Fallout New Vegas. You heard that right, Fallout New Vegas. You know, start off stream, we're gonna go fuck up some of Caesar's Legion.
Uppity youngster.
Nope. Oh, damn it. Die of Doom 3. Prepare for the consequences. I'm ready. Show me the consequences of my actions. Oh! Oi! Okay, we got him. I don't even understand what that was all about. Hey, what the hell was that? Oh my god! I don't even know what to say. Oh! Okay, we're right near it. Oh! Arcade! Where are you? Come on, guys. Hurry up. Okay. We all here? Okay, let's go. Come on. Oh! Oh! Oh god! Oh! I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ah! Hey, a Tesla cannon. The Take Vindicator minigun?
A vertibird. Interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
What do you know about them?
What does anyone know about them? Big flying machines, right? Crazy helicopters. So weird.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, brother, I thought I killed you. I thought we killed them. Well, guess we can take all of their stuff now. Let's just slowly make our way. Colonel's not very happy. I keep forgetting we're Colonel Sanders. Let's go upstairs to our apartment. Wastelander.
I hear the NCR and the Kings have been getting along. That's good news for Freeside.
Well, you can thank me for that. I am the one that did it. Okay, so this is a really cool gun. Okay, guys, I think we're good. So do I have to go through this to get to Camp McCarran? I don't see how this. I could have just went around it, but whatever you say. That was really weird. Finally, here we are.
You have to hand it to the NCR. Get enough hands working together and they can make or break just about anything.
I did not like that noise.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations.
No, the first time I've heard of Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing is possible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
What do you need me to do?
I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will...
All right, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data... Best of luck. Wrong turn?
Hildern is a good example of big-picture obsession gone too far. At some point, he became so fixated on large-scale results that he lost the concept of the common good along the way. It's an inhumane kind of public service when people and the basic resources they need become numbers in a ledger.
Good thing there's people like you still around.
Kind of you to say, but there are better people than me around here. I just hope the followers can make a difference in the long run.
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I just had to take away his armor. What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR.
Yeah?
My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people.
Yeah?
Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
What happened to Navarro? Where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places.
I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
What happened to Navarro?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where are you going with all this, Gannon?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Do you want them to help the NCR?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas.
Listen, say no more. I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the Remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
Growing our army, bigger and bigger every day.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Doc Henry, listen, Arcade Gannon has asked me to gather all the former members of the Enclave in Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
I won't.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work was what mattered to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Uh-huh.
Sure, just...
Let's go, guys. Wow, I have a lot of companions. Okay, let's go to the pawn shop. Right now we're in like the planning stages of like a big heist. We gotta call back all the members.
I hear the Legion's fixing to attack Hoover Dam.
Hey,
I ain't there.
Judah
You
Krieger.
don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side?
Listen, Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years.
Ah,
All right, I'm in.
my
None
man.
of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro. I miss those days.
What happened to the Enclave and the oil rig?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
Well, He kind of did.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you,
Sometimes
too.
I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Well, you're sending them back into war, so special. Oh, Ryan.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
Are you Harrison Ford? Listen, Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Your advanced level... Listen. There isn't anyone else around with your equipment and expertise.
You can thank the NCR for that one. Wait, this isn't on behalf of the NCR, is it?
Does it matter who we help?
Yeah, it does. There's not a chance you'll find me helping the NCR in any way. They've caused me too much grief.
So you're not coming?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not... Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Listen. Don't be too hard on him. It's part of who he is.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Yeah. I don't have too many followers. Oh, no, not... Don't roll the dice. Come on. Cannibal Jones's cave. I don't like the sound of this. Cannibal Jones?
Well, it's about damn time. What took you so long? Oh.
You're expecting someone else?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now. And I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Well, listen. Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining remnants of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized that fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your experience and technology will help resolve the conflict in the region.
Well, now, there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing.
Really?
Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Listen, I'm sure your father would be proud of you.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but
It's
sometimes
not
I wonder
pointless.
what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Well, Okay, I gotta ask him.
What brings you around this?
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
So, are you a cannibal?
You'll just have to keep wondering.
Sounds like there's an interesting story behind it.
The truth is, I cut out a raider's heart. Took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled.
You live out here by yourself?
Yes. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl. Really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now.
Damn. That's sad.
Just as a...
Okay. Looks like that... We have one more. Wait, who's at Novak? Listen, I've lived at Novak for a while now. I don't remember any Enclave soldiers. Wait a minute, it's one of my neighbors? What the fuck? Daisy.
That Mr. House who lorded over. Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants and they'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
What are you doing, Novak?
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines, mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
Well, it was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Don't worry. Oh god. Just get the hell out of here. We're doing it, guys. Dear old friends, remember Navarro. Heyo! Hey guys.
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
How are you going to deploy your squad?
Marino, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
What is this place?
This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it. I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades.
Let's save before.
The honcho of one of the...
Still waiting on that?
I want you to help the NCR hold the dam.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
I'll talk to Moreno.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno.
Them strip families got killed.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
Listen, the remnants come in guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that?
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying.
Yeah, don't worry.
Since Whitman will be staying with the vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
I'll talk to her then.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Right.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
Listen, you've certainly done your part.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get.
Listen, what happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Fight with them, Gannon.
Good point. You've been encouraging the others to stand up and fight. Maybe I should take the same advice. After all, I also lived in Navarro. There's something I need to go do, but I'll catch up with you later. Thanks again for your help with the others. It means a lot to me.
In his own casino, you know. He pissed off the wrong guy. I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly.
Huh. Guess we just needed a reset.
Like I said, I needed to go do something.
Gannon!
This is it. It belonged to my father. Since you convinced me to help out with the defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage. I'm a little rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course. What's up?
What do you think the others will do at the Hoover
I don't
Dam?
think you need to worry about the specifics. Basically, expect a lot of firepower and dead bodies. Enclave technology is even more advanced than Brotherhood equipment. And in the hands of soldiers as experienced as Moreno and the others, let's just say it's truly a sight to behold.
Big fucking laugh!
Bad guys!
Okay. Well then, guys, we'll be ending stream here. So, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, enjoy the channel. Like I said, we'll be streaming every Saturday, and we'll also be editing our streams down to videos, and we'll release them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, enjoy the channel. We'll see you guys next time. See you guys.